Okay, we have to move on to the next caller, but next caller. I think that we should title that. What should we title that?
That title is
The Friend.
The Friend.
Inner friendship.
My
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
This sounds like Lifetime movie titles.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question of the girls on the panel?
Yes.
How old were you when you got your first kiss?
What?
Were you when you got your first kiss?
Yeah, tell the story of the first kiss. Okay.
First kiss story?
Starting down there. If you've had
Well,
one.
my mom was in this room.
That makes it way better.
Hey, okay. Mommy, you want to step outside? No? Hey, whatever. Same boyfriend with the cheese.
Cheesy boyfriend.
It was on Valentine's Day, and I had my first kiss, I guess. I don't know. We were walking, and he was holding my hand, and then we had a kiss, and then I was like, oh my god, I had my first kiss. I'm a teenager.
How old were you?
I was 13. Well, I was 13. I'm really feeling uncomfortable, right?
Okay, we can move. I'll take the pressure off.
Thanks, friend.
I was afraid of boys, so I didn't let them come anywhere near me. So my first kiss story was actually kind of funny. I was in a play when I was 9 years old. It was Flower Drum Song, which it's a good show. And I was playing Mei Li, and I was supposed to kiss a boy in the show, and he was like 14, because it was like the kids group, the theater group, and we had to do this kiss for the stage kiss. And I really didn't like him because I was scared of him because I was 9 and boys were yucky and I didn't want to kiss them because they were gross and I would get cooties. And so we had to do the scene, and there were two of us, because it was a rotating cast, so there were two casts playing every role. It was basically double cast. And the girl that was also playing Bailey in the other cast was also 14, and she thought kissing was cool. So whenever they had to do the kiss scene, they would like totally make out in the middle of the scene. And I was like horrified. I wanted nothing to do with that. And so finally they were rehearsing the scene, and then it was my turn to rehearse the scene. And basically I got up there, and this is him, this is me. And he leaned in to kiss me, and I leaned back, and he leaned in, and I leaned back, and he leaned in, and finally the director had to come in and go, now you have to actually let him kiss you. So I was like this. And then he would come in and kiss me. So that was my first kiss.
How old were you?
I was 9.
You were 9.
It wasn't like a real kiss. A gross stage kiss.
That's awesome, or if it really sucks.
I got over it. I've had good kisses since then.
That is lucky for your husband. Okay, my first kiss, I had this group of friends. There were like 10 of us, 5 guys and 5 girls. It was very even. And we'd been friends since like 5th grade. And we all dated each other. Dated, and by dated I mean like going out. And by going out I mean we hang out at recess. And so we it was a very incestuous little group, and we would all date each other and break up and date somebody else and then break up, and they'd get in a fight and then date them. And so it was like that, but nobody ever did anything. So I was with this one of the group, Jed, who's my least favorite of the group at the time, but everybody else was paired up. And I hadn't kissed him, and I hadn't kissed anybody yet, and they didn't know that. And so we were on the playground, and everybody was hassling me about kissing, and I was like, well, I don't care, I'll kiss. So they kind of dared me to kiss Jed on the playground with tongue.
Wow.
Lucky Jed.
And I was like, yeah, whatever, fine. And so we did the whole, your version was like this, my version was like, leaning in. And we kissed, and then when we broke apart, there was this big... And to this day, the one friend that I have who knows me from that age, every time we talk, she's like, I just remember that line of spit. Every time she pictures me with a guy, she's like, which is gross in itself. But.
My turn. So everybody else, yesterday I got my first kiss. No, everybody else is like really young. I was not young. I didn't have my first kiss until I was 15.
Well, mine wasn't like a real kiss. I wasn't like into the guy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mine, though, I had the biggest crush on this boy in school named Billy Rosser, and he was totally dreamy. And like dreamy. Like I would look at him and just like, oh. And I had the biggest crush on him forever. And then my best friend started going to this youth group, and she asked me if I would go, and it just so happened. And I was like totally not cool, and he was cool. And he was in her youth group, so I was like, okay, I'll go. And so then we got to hang out in like groups of like 12 people, and he was one of them, and I was one of them. So I was hanging out all the time with him at church. And most people go to church to learn about God. And at the time, I was going to church to look at boys. But we were playing Capture the Flag in the church. We had like 90s group sessions, and me and him were checking the computer at the same time, and he was like sitting in the same chair with me, and I was like, because he was really close, and he was like kind of leaning in, he kept staring at me like he was about to kiss me, and I like, totally freaked out, and ran into the bathroom, and I was like, and then I went into the kitchen, and then he went into the kitchen, and he kissed me. I went into the freezer to look at food because I was looking for a distraction, and he came over and kissed me when I was looking in the freezer.
Aww. Your first kiss was on ice.
And then another time he kissed me so much that I got a purple hickey on my lip because I didn't really know how to kiss, and
Evidently he did not either.
no. And I had to tell my mom that I got my lips stuck to a freezer.
Quick thinking there.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm sure she believed me. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
My friend from like last year, she started dating this boy from the Halloween dance, and I was like, okay, whatever. So later that year, he changed her schedule to match hers so we can be together, which I thought was kind of cute at the time. But then now it's 9th grade, and he's still following her around, but she doesn't like him anymore.
Oh.
Stalker.
Became creepy. Yeah.
And she said she can't break up with him because he's holding this thing over her head.
Oh, so they're still dating, so
Yeah.
he's allowed to follow her around still.
Except that she's only dating him because he's got blackmail.
Whoa.
That's uncomfortable.
That's really icky.
Unfortunately.
That's heavy.
How old are they?
14.
I'm guessing whatever it is not enough to hold over her head.
One hopes.
She probably has. No.
Did she have a baby in the bathroom and put it
I
in
bet
the...
she has dirt on
She
him.
probably has dirt on him too.
Is he a rabbit? That's I love that word.
We're going to use that.
Is he a rabbit?
Is he a rabbit?
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
But
That sucks.
she met this one of her friends. He was sitting next to her at lunch, and he's like following him around now, thinking that he's going to steal her away from him. And he
Really?
threatened to beat him up.
Which one's bigger?
The
The new one or the old one?
new one.
Then the
But
new
she's
one
safe.
No, they're
is,
just friends.
then we're set. We'll tell her to tell the new one to protect her.
Yeah, pretend they're together.
And then,
No, because he has all these friends. They're like sort of a gang, but not really.
The old one?
Or the new
old
one?
Old one.
it's a gang? He's in a gang?
No.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That's
what
dirt
grade-
to hold over.
What grade is this?
Oh my
what grade
gosh.
is this? 9th? Okay.
She should just start dating a senior and it'll all be fine.
Wait,
Tell her to date a
does
senior.
gang in 9th grade mean that they stand in the cafeteria line together?
No, it's intense. It's intense.
Whoa! Gangs have
Well,
changed since we
I
were
don't
in
know. I
school.
live in LA, so I don't know if it's like the same kind of
yeah.
gangy thing.
Are you in the pink ladies?
As a matter of fact, no.
She's in the cheerleader gang.
Yeah, the gang stuff in LA is pretty intense right now.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really involve myself in that, but I've heard stories, and it's pretty scary.
All right then.
There you go. Go to a
That's
counselor.
more drama than I've ever experienced.
And your story's going to be called The Gang.
The gang.
And she also asked me to share a locker with her because all the 9th graders have to share lockers. And now he's going around threatening me.
Uh-oh.
You should turn him into the principal.
Yeah, but
Do you have an older sibling by chance?
no, but that goes to school.
She would tell the
What school do you go to?
Bullies are almost always bullyable.
What school do you go to?